Hey Aries, what's going on with you? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your June 2020 Silent Enemies reading. I hope all is well with my Aries massive. I appreciate all the love and support you bring to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that fly fire energy you bring. You know I love you guys because I share the opposite side of the planet that you share. Mars energy. I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart, so I'm feeling you on a lot of levels. So let's see what we got going on for you with your Silent Enemies reading. So first of all, I need to tell you that this is going to be a general read. It's not going to resonate with every placement of Aries that you have in your chart. So, you know, because it's general, take what resonates, leave the rest, okay? This reading is designed to help you to pay attention to intuitive nudges that you get from people who are closest to you. Your friends, your family members, you know, people that you deal with regularly, your landlord, your tenant, could be your kid's doctor, your barber, you know, people that you deal with on a regular basis. You may be getting funny vibes from them, and you just want to make sure that, you know, the vibes don't have anything to do with anything, you know, related to you and affecting you in a negative way. So when you get these intuitive nudges, you want to pay attention to them, you know. You don't want to jump to conclusions, but you want to investigate first, you know, because you could be around somebody who's just having a bad day and they just may not want to share that with you. Or you could be around somebody who, you know, is purposely trying to deceive you in some way. So it's just not to brush it off just because, oh, it's energy coming from my brother, so I'm not going to pay attention to it. The universe gives you intuitive nudges for a reason. So you don't want to not pay attention to them. You want to pay attention to them, investigate, and then, you know, after investigating, you brush it off to see, you know, once you see that it's something that you don't need to investigate further or something that you don't need to take as a threat towards you. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out 3 cards. I'm going to read them intuitively, tell you what I get from them, and then what we'll do is later on we'll go into the extended, clarify a little bit more, and get you some advice. I will be pulling some cards from the Crystal Angels Oracle to let you know some of the crystals that you may want to work with based on the energies that are coming up, okay? So let's get this going, Aries. Let's see what we got for you here. I'm going to pull 3 cards. Alright, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out in reverse. The Queen of Cups wanted to come out. Need one more for Aries. Some of you are going through some major life changes right now. Your finances could be at a halt. Could very well be because of maybe there's some projects that you might have been working on that may not have come completely into fruition. Could be because, and then we have the 8 of Wands. This is Jupiterian, and I'm sorry, the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiterian energy. That's right. So yeah, with this energy here, it could be that, you know, because Jupiter is in retrograde, this is a time for planning, not a time for jumping into any active or actions in reference to, you know, taking things to a next level. There's too many planets in retrograde right now for you to even do that because it could backfire on you. Now, if there's something you have to do because it's a matter of, you know, survival, security, life and death, that's something different. But as far as plans, as far as business and moving things forward, you want to be in a planning stage right now, okay? A lot of the planets that are in retrograde are not going to be out of retrograde until Libra season, until the fall. So you've got, you know, the rest of June, July, and August to put plan in place so that you're able to turn, if you're having some financial difficulty, to turn that upside down. Some of you have not been following through on some of the plans that you have. Aries, you come up with great plans, you come up with great ideas, you come up with great ways to do things, great projects, and you guys have hella creative energy, like you are the bomb with that, but one of your weaknesses is that you don't follow through. So you may need to consider how you're going to approach following through with things so that, you know, you can get things going the way you want it. Maybe hire people to help you, maybe hire consultants, give them your vision, let them know what you're trying to do, and then at that point, you know, just maybe you guide the project in opposed to actually being responsible for, you know, taking things to the next level because it could be difficult. Now on the flip side of that, you allowing people to, you're spearheading the program here. You are in a position where you are the leader. You're taking leadership skills. You're putting people in place to handle different things that you can't handle, or that you shouldn't be handling because you have other vital tasks that need to be taken care of. You have to let these people handle what they handle. One thing that's very difficult for a boss sometimes is to relinquish responsibility to those who are hired to help, because you're so used to doing it all yourself. But the thing is that you're not getting everything done and you're not being as productive as you can because you're taking on more than you can chew, number one. And number two, you're not able, because you're taking on more than what you can, chew, you're not able to follow through 100% on the things that you've taken under your wing. So, so it's like a double whammy for you. So, what do you do in that situation? This is the time where you hire new people. You hire people to come in. You hire an assistant. Well, when you hire that assistant and you give them the responsibilities, there's going to be an interim period where they're going to get adjusted to you. You're going to get adjusted to them. But the thing is let them do their job, Aries. Let them do their job. I'm getting that you hire an assistant or you hire someone to do something. You give them your vision. They go over it with you. You guys know what's up. And then you disperse. They go do their thing. You go do yours. But instead of you going to do yours and working on the other projects that are more vital to what you are trying to do, you're over here trying to do that and then trying to micromanage them. You can't do that. This is why a lot of times your projects are not coming into fruition the way that you want. Then you and this person may clash. Okay, so then they got to start over from scratch again, or now they're not working with you anymore because you embarked on them or did whatever you had to do and chased them away. So now you're still stuck with a project that is a great idea, a great project, something that really could be beneficial to you financially and something that you could see growth and potential in, but you can't get it off the ground because of these reasons. So sometimes you can be your own worst enemy, okay, in reference to the silent enemy reading. So I'm getting here that, but this is intuitively what I'm getting with this. No follow through, okay? You got to do more follow through. And if you need to take more time to plan out how you're going to do that, no better time than the retrograde season. Just say, you know what? This is something that I know is going to be very lucrative. So I'm not going to rush into this. I'm going to put everything in place step by step, plan what I need to do. I need to have somebody underneath me lighting the fire under my ass, so to speak, and keeping me up with things. So, you got to have like a, what is it called? One hand washes the other type of situation where it's like checks and balances in place so that you're being held accountable. Just because you're the leader or the spirit, you're spearheading a project doesn't mean that you don't need checks and balances as well, because you do as a Aries, you definitely do. Because you will come up with a great idea, throw it out there, and then you're not good with follow through. That's just a trait that a lot of Aries have. They're just not good with follow through. This is where you bring your staff in to help you with that follow through. All right. And some of you, if you can't afford staff, then you're going to have to cut back on some of the projects you're working on, and you're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined on what you're working on, so that you can have it can come into fruition. Other than that, you're going to be spending money on projects that are not being completed. You're going to be losing money because you're not able to get them off the ground. So your financial situation is just going to stay in the muck. All right. So this is something I'm getting for you intuitively with this Wheel of Fortune. With this Queen of Cups energy here, this is Cancerian energy here. This is, tapping into your intuitive abilities. This is, to me, again, it piggybacks off of this, getting the help and the support that you need, calling in the help and the support that you need, but being wise enough to understand that you need that help and support. So, for example, listening to your intuition, knowing damn well that you cannot do all this alone, but it could be pride, it could be ego, you know what I mean? Oh, I got it, I could do it, and not asking for help and not putting yourself in a position where you're being open to help. Then people come to you and want to help you. You brushing them off like you got it. But then it's like, at the same time, everybody sees that you're drowning but you. And then you get mad at the end because, again, you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You don't have the money coming in. So you got to follow your intuition. You got to listen to your intuitive nudges. They're telling you you need help. But your pride and your ego, for a lot of you, is getting in the way. All right. And so in order for you to change your situation, you got to change your thought process. And changing your thought process is paying more attention to your intuition and what it's telling you, and allowing people to come in and show you support and give you the help that you need. This is what this Queen of Cup energy is all about. Is what it's all about. So, if you need to take a moment and slow down and just tap into your intuitive energy and do some meditation, so that you can figure out, what do I need, who do I need, and what do I need them to do. Because it's one thing to just hire someone and say, okay, I need help, let me hire someone, or let me get someone in. But if you don't have clear intention and clear focus on, okay, these are the tasks I'm going to handle, these are the things that they need to be done, but they're not like a high priority item such as these over here. So this is what I would need an assistant to handle. So you have to, tap into your intuitive energy to find out what it is that you want to, pass on to your assistant, or what you are hiring a contractor to do. And a lot of you, it's the planning part of it that's killing you. So, tap into your intuition, meditate, figure out what it is that you want to do, and then put the plan in place. And you just might need to be guided through intuitive measures such as meditation to do it. Let those energies, let those ideas flow. Do a brainstorm, meditate. Whatever comes to your mind, just write those thoughts down. Just take a piece of paper, write them down. Doesn't have to be in any particular order. Just write them down. And then later on, come back to it and just look at it. And, and from there, go from there. And figure out, okay, well, this is what I want to do. These are the ideas that came to me when I was meditating or brainstorming, whatever you want to call it. And start somewhere. Some of you got great ideas. It's just a matter of getting it out so that you can do what you need to do. Others of you just need help bringing it into fruition. But that's what I'm getting with this Queen of Cups energy here. Now with this Eight of Wands, is about Sagittarius energy here. Now we're still underneath the eclipse energy, the lunar eclipse and the full moon that both occurred on June 5th, which was in the house of Sagittarius. And then we have the South Node in Sag as well. So this is taking the experiences that you've had and learning from them, taking the wisdom from them, the unfortunate experiences with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the bad luck, the misfortune, the things that you've learned from it, taking that and turning it into lessons, meditating on it, taking a deep breath and sitting back and just going back and looking at things, seeing what happened, seeing where you could have been more supportive, where you may have needed more support, where you may have rejected support, where you could have been helpful to others. And then getting those downloads with the Eight of Wands, paying attention to those downloads, because these messages don't necessarily have to be from person to person. These could be spiritual downloads coming to you, and you'll get those downloads about how you should approach things if you, meditate or tap into your intuitive abilities. And so this is what I'm getting here with you. You definitely need to follow your intuition more. You definitely need to focus on what's going on, because a lot of this is about you being your worst silent enemy, right? Also, with this here, this could have a lot to do with others too. Worrying about what others say, listening to what others are telling you, instead of tapping into your intuitive energy and finding out what feels good for you. Now, once you get these people in place, they're going to be coming to you with these ideas and these things that they want to do. And again, it's all going to be about you saying, okay, let me see what you can do with that. Give them the power to be your assistant. It's like, you hire an assistant and then you walk around chained to them all day because you're micromanaging them, wondering, give them the authority, give them the authority, give them the position, give them the power to say, I know you understand my goal because we've talked about it. I know you understand my vision because I went over it with you 20,000 times and you understand it. Now let them go. Like a child that you have to let go, grow up in the world. You've raised them in a sense in reference to, putting them hip to the ideas and the things that you want to put in place. Now it's time to let them flourish. Go out in the world and let them create. If they need something, they're going to come to you. Just like a child, oh, Mom, I need a couple dollars. If they need a couple dollars, they're going to come to you. So let them go out, and let them come back with the messages. And then when they come to you with the messages of what they need, address what it is that they're asking. Don't try to take over the whole thing. Focus on what it is that they're asking. If they say, okay, I need, we went over this project, I went over the finances, and in order for us to get this particular type of material, this is what it's going to cost us. So they come back to you with the money, with the request for the money, then you need to, pay for it. Let them, don't go to the point where it's like, hey, well, I got to see if we can find something cheaper or la la la. If that's what their assignment was to do, was to find something that is least expensive as possible, and they did that, here you go, not taking what they're saying, taking their power from them because they done put in all this work, and now you're going to go and take on their responsibility again, which is the responsibility you were giving them, and now you got to go research the price and find out if it's not cheaper. And then when you don't find anything cheaper, then it's like, now what? Now you're back at square one. You wasted all this time, you wasted all this money. You got to cut that out. Like, I'm just feeling like you're getting in your own way. That's what I'm feeling like. That's on the business tip. I'm getting real business energy for you, Aries, in the workplace and things like that. These messages, though, like I said, there could be people communicating with you or coming to you. There could be some, but this is more so to me, ideas. It could be, people reaching out to you, wanting to partner up with you, wanting to offer you support. So the universe could be saying, you know what? It's time for you to eclipse the energy of trying to do everything yourself. Be open. The universe is going to send you what you need. Be open to people who are coming to you, who want to put in that work with you, who want to work with you, who want to collaborate with you, who want to partner with you. Let people know. Put that energy out there. Let people know you're looking for it. And then you'll be getting, you'll get back the responses you need, and you'll be able to sift through to see who is a great fit for you. Someone that you can trust, that you don't have to micromanage, but also understand that there's a period, a growth period of you guys getting adjusted to one another and understanding each other's work ethic, work energy, and building your own synergy together. That takes time too. And see, Aries, you don't have a lot of patience. That's another thing too. So, maybe meditation will help you to build the patience that you need so that you can establish those partnerships and those relationships that are going to help you to take your business sense to the next level, your goals and your projects to the next level. But I'm getting that those messages are going to be coming in for you. Don't brush them off. Nah, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want that. Just listen and hear these people out. You never know what they have. They may have something that you can use that, you may work together briefly, but then another project comes down the line. You've already built a rapport with this person. You already know this person you can count on. I can trust them. So now I got a bigger, more expensive project or more elaborate project. I already know people that I've worked with in the past who've shown me, what it is. We've already developed our work synergy together. So this is somebody I can bring in on this project, and we can make it lucrative, and we can make it work. So what I'm getting intuitively for you is that, these messages are going to come in. They're going to start coming in. The universe wants you to succeed. So the universe is going to start sending you these downloads. They're going to start sending people in for you to help you, to support you in your journey to turn this upside down. Because when Jupiter's in retrograde, it's all about, Jupiter's all about good luck, good fortune, financial opportunities, happiness. When this is in reverse, when Jupiter's in reverse, it's telling you to stop and think about what it is that you truly want. What is it that you truly want? How do you want this done? Where do you see yourself? This is where, if you're not sure, then you need to tap into your intuitive energies and figure out what you want. And then just write that stuff down. Whatever comes to you, whatever order it comes, just write it down. You can make sense of it later, but just get those downloads because they're coming. You just have to be open to them. All right? So let's see what kind of stones the universe wants you to work with that could help you to be more open and receptive to these intuitive energies that you already naturally have, but you just may be a little rusty because maybe you've been, haven't been using them. For some of you, not all of you, you just haven't been using it to your benefit. So now that we have all these planets in retrograde, and now that we're all in planning stage, you're going to arm yourself with all the tools that you need and so you can put your plan in place so that when these planets go full throttle in September, you'll be ready to, jump and do your thing. Oh my God, everybody's been getting Moldavite. This is a stone, this is totally for you too, Aries, totally for you. This is a stone that is just totally not from this galaxy. Well, not from this galaxy, but not of this earth. Let's put it that way. Moldavite is a stone. It's from a meteorite that landed in the Czechoslovakia area, Czech Republic area. And the combination of that meteorite and the earth formed Moldavite. Okay? So Moldavite is a stone that a lot of people use when they want to tap into higher energies, energies that are outside of this realm, for knowledge, for information. And so Moldavite is a great stone to use. And because you're quick moving, Moldavite is quick moving too. That's why this is a perfect stone for you. It will change your life very quickly when you start working with it. I recommend that you do some research. All right. So some of you may just be feeling like you might be a little stuck in how to get from A to B. Okay. And Moldavite is going to be a great stone that's going to get you there. So check out Moldavite. Go online, Google the properties of it, and, you know, watch a couple of videos of people and the experience that they have with Moldavite. I can tell you from my experience, Moldavite will make things happen very quickly for you. Very quickly. I remember I had a project that I was working on, and I was trying to figure out a way to, because I was working full time and I had a business project, a side project I was working on for my own business, and I was trying to figure out how I could make both work, how I could multitask, because I needed help. But I couldn't quit my job because I needed that as income, but I needed to spend more time with the project in order to get that off the ground. Well, what happened was when I started carrying around this Moldavite, it put an idea in my head for me to hire commission-only salespeople to help me with the project that I was working on, so that I could get the word out about that project, but yet I could still work my full-time job, which was taking 40 hours of my time, you know, for me to do. So Moldavite will do things like that. It'll speed up the process for you. So I was able to come up with the idea of hiring people, hiring commission only. That way, when I hire them, if they do what needs to be done and they bring in the sales, they get paid based off of the sales they bring. That way, I don't have to pay them out of pocket when they're not bringing in any sales, by paying them hourly. So I did it where it was commission only. So that's just an example of how Moldavite can accelerate your situation as well. All right. So you definitely want to work with some Moldavite. All right. And like I said, this message is not going to be for everybody. This is just for a certain few. But this is the energies that wanted to come out and the messages that need to be told. So to get into more detail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards in the back end, which is the extended. Maybe some other details in reference to this Eight of Wands may come out for other people. It may not be so business savvy, but what you may want to do is just take a look at the Patreon membership link and check that out and see, you know, if this will resonate with you. So Aries, that is what I have for you for your June 2020 Silent Enemies reading. So let me know if this resonated. Click the like button, subscribe, share. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post for all your placements. We got 2 retrograde planets coming up this month, and if you're familiar with the channel, you know that I always do videos on the retrograde planets and tell you what area of the chart is going to affect you in. If you haven't seen that and you are new, go to, you know, your sun sign, your moon sign, your ascending sign, go to the playlist, and you'll see all the videos for all the planets that I've done. All right. The extendeds are going to be in the Patreon membership, which is $5 a month. You get 24-hour access, unlimited access to all of the extendeds, you know. So if you're definitely trying to get on your ascension, your spiritual path, your business path, you know, just to make your life overall better, you may definitely want to check that out. All right. So I'll see you in the extended. If not, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out, Aries.